I think Baron Shadow did really well in that match too, but Jason was just a little much. We're now into another qualifier group, and we're just going to jump in and see some different names. One of the names that we saw was Flysociety versus Devansh Doshi. And
Flysociety is last week's winner, so I think if you win last week's tournament, you get a feature group play match. I think that seems fair.
Interesting thing about Flysociety was he was mostly a Rocket Cycle player on his first few, when that was very popular. On his first few entrants into the Super Magical Cup, he played Rocket Cycle, switched up to playing Royal Giant style decks, and saw great success with it, especially last week. So, interesting.
The Fire Spirits look really strong on Devansh's side. They're going to be great against the Barbarians and the Minions, and I'm just wondering, like, it almost looks like it stops these pushes, these pushes pretty early on. I mean, it's going to kill the Ice Wizard and stuff too. So I wonder how well those Fire Spirits are going to do. Barbarians and Cannon and Minions and stuff, there's plenty of good stuff to stop these Royal Giant pushes, so it'll be up to Flysociety to really put together pretty powerful pushes.
Yeah, let's see. Flysociety versus Devansh. All right, hopping into the in-game screen.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna watch. We'll watch one of his games too in a little bit.
Hog Rider jumping into the left side, an aggressive start, and Fire Spirits to accompany. The arrows is gonna actually eliminate all the Fire Spirits before
Great
they
job.
can make the jump.
That's 700 plus damage, or 600 plus damage you're stopping right there.
Yeah, and as needed. Look at that, 1.6k. That was a ton.
Although overall, I think if every single hog push goes that way for Devansh, he's thrilled.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. He's down a little elixir, and the only thing he's scared of is an Ice Wizard alone. And it does a decent amount of damage, but that is not the amount of damage that a Hog Rider can do.
Given that he's a Hog Rider player, I almost wonder if you want to play that Elixir Collector in the middle and forward.
Yeah.
To block for it, because you know that he's not going to play Hog Rider right away.
Yeah.
You got some time. He's got the cannon though. Fly side, he does a pullover. Great pull.
Nice. Good
Gets
position.
2-tower range.
But this time, no arrows for the Fire Spirits.
Ooh, and if you noticed, the Fire Spirits blew up on the tower and the Ice Wizard, so it's
Yeah.
not even like the Ice Wizard tanked the tower in a meaningful way.
Yeah. The Fire
Fireball?
Spirits got the work in.
He's thinking about it. He does. Opts to cast it, and the
Nice.
Ice Wizard cleans it up. Little. You know what's funny is if he had done that a little bit earlier, it would have translated to several hundred damage left on the Royal Giant. But I think Flysociety's probably regretting hesitating for that even second or two.
Yeah, I agree.
But the game's about tied now. A little bit in Flysociety's favor because of the Elixir Collectors.
Yep. He's been building up the Elixir Collectors, and he's kind of been sacrificing his tower health for that.
Answering a Collector with a cannon is such a weak play. I mean, it's just the cannon's just timed out. It's already 20% dead. Nothing's happened.
Yeah, I agree. Hog Rider moving across, and again he'll get double elixir or double tower shots onto the Hog Rider. And Flysociety's defense is looking pretty good. He's set up for another Elixir Collector early, unless he wants to try to play the Royal Giant, but I think it's a little too late. I would actually prefer Flysociety to play a final Elixir Collector before he starts doing big pushes right now.
Especially, and he opts to do it. You can see he was holding the Royal Giant as soon as that thing got blown up. I'm surprised he held it as long as he did, because right after the Fireball, I think you can assume you're kind of safe for a little bit. And you don't want to waste the time. But then again, this might go deep into overtime.
Yeah. But this is a big Royal Giant in the back is when you know you're really in trouble, because normally people like to play Royal Giant in the front just because they like to get that chipping damage.
I hate the cannon play. He just saw the Royal Giant. Like, I feel like he would be better off playing Barbarians like behind the King Tower and letting them walk up towards the Royal Giant and then saving the cannon reactively. Right. Yeah, like it just seems like he's not getting anything out of playing that cannon up there. It's almost dead, and the Royal Giant's, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't outrange anything.
And he's gonna be exactly.
Like, effectively, not only is Flysociety getting away with the Elixir Collectors, but Devansh is putting himself in an even deeper hole by just throwing Elixir on the ground and not really using it.
Yeah. And things are going to be triple Elixir Collector now set up for Flysociety. And this is why Elixir Collector is such a strong card, because it starts piling up. The more Elixir you get, the more Elixir Collectors you put.
I just feel like Devansh isn't being versatile enough with his offense. He's not trying to play Hog Riders back behind the King Tower to build it up or anything. He's just kind of continually doing the same moves. Flysociety's not falling for that anymore.
Yep. Royal Giant chipping damage. Flysociety will be more than happy to have his Royal Giant fall, but take down that much health on the tower. Slowly getting to the point where Fireball and Arrows is actually good enough to take down that tower on the left. Just one more shot from the Royal Giant would be enough, and I don't think there's a great way for Devansh to stop it. The freeze is okay, but the Royal Giant's going to wake up soon.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I mean, the freeze is one of those things where unless you're actually chopping down the thing you've frozen, what's the point?
Yeah.
So he froze the Royal Giant. It did buy some time, but what happened is that he spent 4 elixir, and then 10 seconds later, what are you looking at, right? You're looking at a full health Royal Giant coming down to push you.
Freeze is entirely a combo card. if you don't have the combos for it, it's kind of a